Welcome everybody to our Greene Acres. In today's video, I'm going to show y'all how we can take some thrifted and some inexpensive items and we can turn them into some neutral Valentine's Day decor. I know Valentine's is not the most decorated of all the holidays, but I'm going to show you some fun and easy ways that we can incorporate some subtle and romantic touches into our home. I hope y'all enjoy the video. And make sure to stay to the end because I'm going to add on my coffee filter wreath. This is a highly requested video, but it would be a great addition for Valentine's. The first project I'm going to show you is going to be two prints that I scored at Goodwill, and I paid $1.99 each for them. And I actually found some similar and this one just alike in my Amazon store. So I've got these linked if you're interested in them, because I always love to be able to offer things that I find at the thrift store to y'all if I can find them somewhere else. I also come across this beautiful pillow cover, and I think this would make a great complement to these prints. So I'm also going to have it linked in my Amazon store. But all I'm going to do to my little prints that I got, they're already matted very nice, very good qualities. I'm just going to add a couple of little French stencils to the bottom. These are by Jamie Ray Vintage. This one right here means my treasure, I guess in French. And then this one right here means my love. So once I got my stencils added, all I did was I just added a really pretty bow. I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby. It's got some really pretty lace rosettes on it, and it's beautiful. And then the other one I'll show you, I just wrapped some yarn or twine around it, and then I hung a cute little vintage postcard on it. And I'm going to show you how to make the cute little postcard coming up in the video. Now the next project is going to be another thrifted piece. Now I thrifted these last year and I already spray painted them white, but these are just heart-shaped cake pans, and you can find these a lot of places. Now for the inside of my hearts, I went out to the graphics fairy and I chose some vintage ladies. I printed out a couple and I blew them up like on a legal size because I want them to be as big as I can to fit inside my heart-shaped pan. Now just go around, I traced around my pan, and then I'm just going to cut it out, and I'm just going to adhere it to the inside of my heart using a good quality glue stick. But you can also use Mod Podge. But a lot of times, since I have an inkjet printer, a lot of times I don't use Mod Podge or liquid patina on these type projects because I'm afraid it will make my design bleed. But you can always, like I say, if you feel comfortable using Mod Podge, you could definitely use Mod Podge or liquid patina instead. Now I'm going to go over with a brayer just to smooth her out really good, and this one will be done. Now you can put ribbons on this. You can make a hanger for her and hang her up. You know, so many things we can do, and I'll stage her in just a minute. Now for this one, I love this lady. I've used her on a couple of projects too, but I think she's beautiful. Now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around the heart, I'm going to trace around. We'll cut her out, and we will adhere her to the inside of the heart also. Just doing the same process. I'm going to use the school glue. I'll use my brayer, and I'll smooth her down. Now this one is kind of... she didn't fit as well. We're going to have a little bit of that paper border on the sides. So if you don't like that, you may want to, put a trim around this on the inside or something if you want to cover it up. I'm okay with it, but like I say, there's things you could put like a strand of pearls around the inside to kind of cover it up if you wanted to do that. But I think these turned out so cute. And these will be, you can just set these in your Valentine vignettes or just set these out, on a tray or a shelf. And I think these are beautiful. And these don't just have to be for Valentine's. I feel like you can leave these out all year long. Now I want to show y'all another great way to decorate. Just to add a little bit of romance or Valentine's to your home are these beautiful rose petal soaps. Now my daughter gave these to me for Christmas, and she got these actually at TJ Maxx. So I went on Amazon just to see if I could find some similar so I can offer them to y'all, and I did. They have several selections out there, and the one in the middle right there, you get 81 pieces. So that is a great deal. So I feel like these make great pieces, not only to use, when you take your bath, but these can also be great home decor, and y'all, they smell amazing. So like I say, make sure to go out and check out my Amazon store and get some of these and decorate these. Put these out for Valentine's. These can now be left out for spring and summer, but these make great dough bowl fillers. I just added them with a little XOs that I got at Target last year, but I think these make beautiful home decor pieces, and like I told y'all, they smell amazing. Another home decor piece that I recently received were these beautiful little Shabby Chic tins. Now these are little tins. This one is more of a postcard size, and this other one is pretty large. But I'm going to show you some ways on how you can stage these. These were very reasonably priced. I actually have these in my Amazon store, and actually I got this heart-shaped pillow too in my Amazon store. So just great pieces that we can set out, add a little bit of neutral subtle romance and just a little touch of Valentine's to our home without really going over the top. And like I told y'all, a lot of these pieces we can leave out, not just for Valentine's, but we can leave them out for spring and summertime. Now I'm going to show you how to make some really inexpensive and easy vintage postcards. This right here is a little photo insert out of a picture frame, so always check your picture frames. This is a little Graphics Fairy download, and I will have Graphics Fairy linked down below. Now y'all, I got a very vintage style scrapbook at a Goodwill a while back, and I paid 59 cents for it, but this paper is amazing. It's aged very well. It's very fragile though. But I'm going to cut this little guy out right here. I'm just going to go around it really good and cut off as much of the paper as I can get off. And then I'm going to use my Cricut cutter. I'm going to do some straight edges on my scrapbook paper. And I'm going to give it more of a vintage style background. Now I did some of these in my last video, and I'll link it at the end of this one and also down in my description if you want to go out and see some more ways that we can make vintage Valentine postcards. These right here are so fun and easy to make. I could make them all day, but just a cute little detail that we can just stick in our little Valentine vignettes. It just adds just a subtle touch of Valentine's. And also if you have kids or maybe grandkids that are, in school and they make or take Valentine's to school, this is a great project. You can print out your own designs and encourage them to make their own Valentines and just put their own little creative spin on it. Another great thing that I love to make around Valentine's is no-sew stuffed hearts. Now you can also sew these on your sewing machine if you prefer to do that, and a lot of times I do like to sew, but these I'm going to make with my hot glue gun. But I'm just going to take a heart and I'm going to use it for a pattern, and I'm going to cut out 2 hearts at once. You just want to double each of your fabric. I did one in stained flour sackcloth, and then I did some drop cloth. Now I'm going to show you how we can take some stamps These are some stamps that I had at Christmas time, and I'll link these down below because they still may be available. But they are an Iron Orchid design stamp. This was one of their Christmas releases, but it had a lot of little cherub angels on them, so I thought they were very appropriate for Valentine's. So this one is also a Christmas IOD stamp. I think this is from the Merry and Bright from the year before, but just, I just took different kinds of stamps that I had because I love more like vintage and Victorian style designs, but you can absolutely stamp whatever you want on yours. And this little angel, I thought he was really cute. He looks kind of like Cupid. So I just put him at the bottom, but I just had fun with my little no-sew hearts. This is the letterpress stamps. You get several different sizes of letters and numbers, and I just took some of those. I had fun with this. I just kind of made one with the XOXO, and then I'm going to do a drop cloth heart next, and I'm just going to stamp out February 14th. These are so easy to make, and you can use any kind of fabrics you want, but you just glue them, and you want to leave a little bit of an inseam and just also glue around, but leave a little area open where you can stuff them. And I just stuff them with old pillow stuffing. But just once you get them stuffed, then just glue them up and go around. I frayed my edges, and now we got some great little bow fillers that we can set out for Valentine's. And like I say, I think hearts are universal. They can be left out all year long. Now the next project I worked on was also a Goodwill find, and I paid $1.99 for this little cutie. Now he is just a little sitter. He will just sit up on a stack of books, but I'm going to show you how I can stage him in a chair with some florals. And all I did was I chalk painted him because I just wanted him to stand out a little bit better and just refresh him, and I thought he turned out to be a great little home decor piece. Now I'm going to give you another idea for no-sew hearts. Now I bought this is a huge dust ruffle that I got at Goodwill, and y'all, I think I paid $2 or $3 for it. But the ruffle on it is got some really pretty shabby chic fabric, so I've really been using this on a lot of my projects. But I wanted to show you, if you wanted to do more of a shabby chic type heart, I just took that ruffle. I did the same thing. I just traced around a heart pattern, and then I did the same thing. I just went around with my hot glue gun. I stuffed it, and then I'm just going to add a cute little loop bow to it using the same fabric, and that was that easy. Now just another idea I wanted to give you, if you like more of the florals and the shabby chic, just another pretty fabric that you can use, and I got it all at the thrift store, and it was so inexpensive to make. Now another piece I upcycled for Valentine's, but this can be left out for all occasions, is this beautiful metal. I think this is just some kind of like a planner. I'm not sure what you call it, but anyway, it's metal. It's got some great embossed design on it. I paid $5.99 for it. All I did was I went over it with a couple layers of chalk paint. I thought about distressing it, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it white, but I am going to do one side and I'm going to put some transfers on it. I always have scrap transfers left over from different projects, and I like to use them before they get damaged. I thought this one looked good, and I thought it would go with all seasons, but especially Valentine's. So I put it in the center, and I love black and white, and I love pink. I love those colors together because I think it just makes the pink pop against the black and white. So I'm going to add some flowers that I had left over, and I will try to link this transfer book down below. But I think these are peonies or roses. But I'm just going to add some of those to each one of the sides and add some leaves in where I feel like, it needs a little bit more, coverage on my planter box or whatever this little thing is. And then I'm going to style it for you and just show you how pretty it is. Now, if you didn't want to go with the transfers, you always wanted to flip it around and change it up, you can. Because you've got a whole nother side that you can either leave blank or you can put another design on the other side.
And if that ain't love, I don't know what is. If that ain't love, I don't know what is.
Now here's another great project, and these are these little bubblegum machines. Now these were very trendy, I think, last year because you could get these at Target Dollar Spot, and that's where I got mine. Mine was black, but last year in a video I spray painted it white, and I gave you some options of how you could fill it with different things and candies. This year I took it back out and decided I wanted to distress it some, and I just decorated it and filled it up with some little vintage little sewing notions that I have, some old spools, some little scissors, and I even stuffed it with some doilies. So just get creative with your little bubblegum machines. You fill them up with whatever little mementos that you may have that you love. You could even put some vintage style little family photos in it, but just another little fun piece that we can set out and add a little bit of character and fun to our Valentine's season. Now the next project is going to be one of my highly requested projects, but I thought it was so appropriate for Valentine's because you can always add a really pretty bright red bow to this wreath and it's going to be gorgeous. So here is a coffee filter wreath that's so easy and fun to make. Something else I've been wanting to make for a while is a coffee filter wreath. Now this is going to take 400 coffee filters, and I actually used about 50 more. So make sure to pick up 2 packs at least. And then I ordered this little wreath form off of Amazon, and I'll have it linked at my Amazon store. And when it came, I was so excited because I thought I wanted to make this wreath for so long. It's so easy to make. It's a little time consuming, but just be patient with it. You want to fold a coffee filter in half again, and in half again. So here I'm going to show you one more time. Just fold it in half, and then you'll want to fold that half in half, and then fold it one more time. That's all you do, and you want to do that 400 times. Once you get them all folded, we're just going to go around the wreath form, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use some hot glue, and we're just going to glue them on. And that's all this is. All we're doing is folding and gluing, and it is so easy. And once I got them all folded, I just put them in a box to store them until I got ready to use them. And first thing you want to do is you want to go on and glue on a little tie for your wreath, because once you get your coffee filters glued on, you're not going to be able to secure a ribbon up under them very well. So go on and do that first, and then we'll glue over it. Now you want to take 3 coffee filters, and you want to go across in a row, and you want them to where they kind of overlap each other. They will come off on the sides a little, but not a lot, because when you look at the form, like I looked at it thinking, this is not going to cover the sides really well, but actually it's amazing. It does. And then you just want to repeat the process. You want to just continue to glue on top of each of your rows, and you want to stack them pretty tight. And that is going to give it that ruffled effect. Now, once you get to going, you'll kind of go, and I was like, is this going to work? Am I doing all this? And I've already folded 400 coffee filters, because you're pretty much committed at this point. But trust me, just keep on doing it. Don't give up. Just keep gluing and going around the shape of your form. And once you get to the end, you just kind of want to start filling in of where you started. And these will be going in a little bit, of a different direction. But once they meet up, you'll never know it. And then, once you get the last one glued on, then you just kind of want to go around. You just kind of want to shape it a little bit, fluff it out. And then you're ready to tie it up. I added a little bow to it. I just stuck that little bow in the bottom of it. I didn't glue it on. But y'all, this piece turned out so pretty. And this, to me, I think you can use this for all the seasons. I think for Valentine's, it'll be beautiful decorated with a really pretty bright red bow, and then also carry us into spring. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all the ways that we can add just some really subtle touches and details to our home for the Valentine's season. They are just great pieces that we can implement for Valentine's and also leave them out for spring and summer. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And also, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends. Go over to Facebook and join my home decor page. And I will see y'all again next week in my upcoming video. Bye, y'all.